Hey guys, M12 Warlock here. I'm back with another video, and today I'm going to continue my strategy guide for the modern Korea and Japan Age Conquest 4 scenario. So, as you can see, I expanded one way, probably plan to expand another, but I also have people from this side, someone down here, and all these possible enemies from this half of the map all the way up into here. So, I'm not going to start wars with all these people over here. Just going to handle what I can now. But I think the best chance we have is to put... Actually, to save action points, we're just going to put 40 there rather than put 20 here and 20 there. Claim these two islands and possibly declare war on someone. We are at peace with these people, so, you know, we'll see where this goes. I'm thinking now. Okay. But given how open the water is here compared to the last scenario I did, it's not going to be that easy to make a naval blockade. You know, when I get about here, I could just put 1, 2, 3 down here. And go 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so that's going to be kind of hard to pull off, but you know. Actually, I could do it from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so... But the whole point of me doing that is to sort of limit what kind of... the amount of coastline territories that my opponents can attack me and so forth. So, from what I'm going to do here... I know that some people are going to try and fight for territory, but also take some of this unclaimed one here, and some of this unclaimed territories up here. I know it's going to happen. This one's probably going to get taken before I can do anything about it, and so is that one. I know that that's probably going to be the case, but for now, we have an ally here, well, a non-aggression faction that hasn't agreed to fight me. I haven't agreed to fight them, but we won't, like, help each other kind of thing. The only help we get is the fact that we're not fighting each other. Oh, I can't actually go there. I'll put all of these here. Now this might be my forwarding outpost for attacking this, all the territories up here. So having a good population is what I'm going to do here. It's going to help me in the long run here. I could have probably done it for the whole nation that I have now, because it will get harder to do it early on, but having that could allow you, when you do take over other territories and don't have enough population, to build and hire armies from your more populated areas and move them down to other areas or across the map to where you need to, which would be also very beneficial as well. Although if you want to move them faster, it's going to cost you more money, but at least you'll have the armies you need, rather than not having enough population to even make an army in the first place in the area you want. So, because of this, I'm going to not take any more... Okay, hold on, I have a notification. Where are they? No, that's just someone I'm just gonna have to cancel diplomatic relations with. Alright. Okay. So, who to declare war on? Okay, so if I lose... we could declare war on them, we could afford it. Kid! You know, in hindsight, I could have waited a turn to then do that. But I feel like this is good. Because now that I have this, I can, because now that I've declared war, this is good because actually waiting a turn to build my army, then do it, not so much, but I like this idea. Because now other people know, and I feel like other people, and I've noticed this, will attack other nations if multiple people are at war with them. Because that makes it harder for that nation that's being attacked by multiple factions to defend themselves from multiple people. In other words, it's easier for each individual person attacking to get more troops and whatnot. Chances are they're gonna probably have to move all of their units. I'm gonna build an extra 100 to reinforce this area in case they attack it. If not, next turn I will just move it into an offensive position when I will have more gold for my army. Okay. The whole point of me doing that was to weaken their forces. There. Also sort of let them know I can get you no matter where you go kind of thing. Let's do that. That's gonna... Yep. Alright. Okay. So I'm sort of happy that happened because this faction here literally, what faction is this? Okay, Busan pretty much just destroyed the other people, allowing me to go here and get all of the territory he owns, with the exception of, this. The exception of this area here, owned by Oita. I'm not sure how you spell that. How you say that. Anyway. And then they re-attack. Okay, well, for my own safety, I'm gonna build 100 there. Gonna move in there. Alright, I think we're good. So at this point, I can chase him down, chase down his leader. If I move here, I can cut off his options for escape here. Actually, that's what I might do. At the same time... I'm so glad my allies, like, just staying out of this. I know he's allied with them, but he's, like, non-aggression with us. So he'd be more inclined to help them, the people I'm attacking. Okay. Well. This is good. Actually, we should have bought all of it. Okay. So they retook it. Not surprised. Fact is that I want to send people their way. Regardless. To let them know that I'm pretty much going to be able to stop whatever I... be able to throw everything I can at them. Always, when you have the ability to attack, their leader, always do it. Because if they know that you're going to go for it, and they see that you are doing it, they will have to spend one of their action points moving the leader out of danger. This is key and very important to how you should go about taking down an enemy that's already on the verge of losing. You do this, it makes it harder for them to do stuff. So it puts a team that's already behind even further behind. It makes it harder for them to come back and try and win in this strategic scenario here. So now, I pretty much, at this point, have pretty much gotten everything I can do to get more territory here. Alright. Now I'm gonna move this here. Actually, no, that can stay there. I'm gonna build 40 there. And actually move this. Actually, no. I'm gonna move that here. Because then I just need to, make this here a thing. Okay. And then do we have any here? No, we do not. Yeah, that's the one I needed. Okay. So at this point, we have won another battle and gotten most of this territory up here. Now, this is very good because we pretty much do not have to worry about any aggression from people sending naval fleets down here to surprise us, because they can stay outside your vision and still attack you. So there could be a naval unit right on this territory here, and I wouldn't know about it. And it can go 1, 2, 3, move in here on one turn, and probably get me the following turn before I can react, or move here, and then move 1, 2, and then attack me here. So, my guess is that because of this, I don't have to worry about that coming from this side of the map, because the only other person here can't fight me, unless they want to break diplomatic relations. The second that happens, that gives me some time and leeway to start readying my defenses to start annihilating my opponents. So, we'll see what happens, for the most part. But, in strategic scenarios, sometimes in strategy game scenarios and strategic ones like this, you can't necessarily just assume everyone's going to do something. You make assumptions and prepare for what you think is going to be the worst, but usually if you wait around, you can get confirmation of whether or not it's right or not, and sometimes make a better decision. Sometimes you have to wait, sometimes you don't. In this situation, I don't think I'm going to have much to do other than to increase our happiness before I start declaring war on people. Let's say if I were to do that, I'd lose 5 happiness. Oh, well. They can't fight me, so I think that's worth it. If it was like maybe... Yeah, so I don't really want to... Okay, so we're at 90 now as the lowest territory, so we lose 5, that's 85, and then we'll lose like another 26. Yeah, we could probably afford this. So I need to do this so that we can better get a better hold on this area here. Yes, I know I'm going to eventually, if you watch my other videos, know I'm going to eventually betray the closest, the people that I have a non-aggression pact with. We're ending our diplomatic relations, but I know it's the closest thing to an alliance without it being an alliance, but it will end soon. I mean, in the game, eventually all of them will end. So, might as well. Okay, this time it's only 20. I'll send all these here. I can just buy more troops to protect this coastline later. Alright, well, we'll put half of this. Oh, yeah, we don't have any money for that. Let me think here. Another main reason why I also decided to go to war here is that if you notice, these allies here, non-allies, but this faction here, they're at war with the people I just declared war on. So if I take them out, or take out a lot of territory away from them, weakening their ability to attack these people here, they might like me. And might less likely want to go at my throats and take all my territory. So, making use of that will be our best bet, in hopes that they will get hopes that they probably won't fight us until we take out like everyone else one by one, and then until we get to the point where we know it will be in our best interest to take them out now when we actually have the capabilities to. Alright, I'll wait for that. Okay, so this territory is being attacked, this one's being attacked, this one's being attacked, this one's being attacked, and this one's being attacked. So pretty much we're just gonna get land, and hopefully their leader, because then we'll get all of it. However, they did take this territory, and that's kind of good, because that's like an extra border I don't want to have to deal with. So, yeah. I'll leave that there for now. Now we must shift our focus onto another border. Who do we want to destroy next? Okay. So the first time I have over 1,000. It's going to cost a lot. But overall, that will help our ability to make bigger armies. Alright, let's see here. I have enough action points. Let's do it. Okay. The war it is. Okay. So I attacked these people, and now I find out that these territories don't have his leader, but this is good because what I plan to do next is to actually see what I can do now. So, my next biggest thing that I want to do is put 200 units on the water. I'm gonna go over here and launch a naval assault and try and get as many of these territories as I can. Preferably, I'm gonna try and go for this one or this one. Seeing as those two cities he owns has defenses on them, my guess is one of those two is where his leader is. One, two, three, okay, yep. So we got a lot of gold last turn. So I'm gonna make an additional, naval force to follow up with this in case the first one does not go. Because in case I see something like that happen. So I'm gonna move this in, but I'm gonna go right here, right for the leader. And see what happens. They're gonna react, they might even reinforce that with the troops from there. Or not. And just literally hand over everything I own. So, now that we have that, and I thought I would have to use these, I guess this naval fleet is already in a good position. So, I might as well just leave it there. Actually. Well, yeah, I was gonna move these, in a moment ago, I was about to take these troops and move them here, because of land borders, but then I realized it's a coastline. It's not likely to get attacked as much as land, but, you know, still good to have it protected, so... Now who's left? Okay. I have 300 there. Okay, they've made no transfers. So they're not allied with me. Are they? What faction am I? I forget. How do I not even know what faction I am? Hiroshima. Yeah, okay. Okay, so I know what I'm gonna do now. They deployed naval units there. Alright. So, now's the time where I want to just straight up declare war. And going all in right here. I have the numbers. I could play the game of War of Attrition here and still win. So, early game, you want to outnumber at the point of attack. Mid-early to mid, you want to focus on more of overpowering at the point of attack. Typically done with numbers, but you can do so in different ways with via different types of with different types of units like naval forces and whatnot. With the surprise factor of a naval assault as an overpower at the point of attack. Getting use of advantages from lookout towers and populations. But mostly in the late game, if you have two big nations left, you can usually who can afford to better apply the use of War of Attrition will usually win. which for those of you who do not know what War of Attrition is, it's practically just full-on sending your army at the other person, at the other person's army, knowing that you'll receive losses, but knowing that even if you lose more men, the loss that they get will be more devastating to them as they have a smaller amount of troops that they can field. So in other words, deliberately thinning out their numbers that regardless of the cost of the numbers in your army you lose because you know that they can't field as many. Alright. Let's move this here. Now we gotta start rebuilding the areas in which we just recently came into control over. Oh hey, I have Grand Ruler status. And that is typically good, because then I don't have to worry about loss of so much loss in happiness and whatnot. I was only able to recruit 14. Wow. Enact. Utility Festival. I'm not gonna, like, put it on all of these naval borders here, but some of the ones that are more closer to the front line. That way, we can, have those ones protected, the ones that are most likely going to be attacked, or see if they're going to attack the unprotected ones, and so forth. How many territories do they have? 9. And where are they? They're all over the place. Oh no, Self. I was looking at Alliance. They apparently have territory up here. No, that's a different one. Some of these colors look so similar. Alright. So, given the information we've gotten, I cannot actually go to war because of, that will be viewed as a too unpopular decision, and I'll lose happiness. However, I feel like I'm not capable at the moment of going for any one of those great challenges or anything like that. So they say no actions entered. I didn't mean to click that, alright. Well, we'll put 500 there. Oh, I moved people. Meant to do that. It's okay. Let me see here. What do I have? Okay. Well, it's gone up. Okay. Yeah, we can afford to make this move now, rather than before. Gonna move those there. Okay, still no sign of their leader. But this is the game we have to play. If you can, at all costs, allow yourself to take out as many as you can, but one at a time. Sometimes 2 at a time if it's necessary and they're 2 small nations that you know you can take out in like less than 3 turns. You should be able to do this. You know how people say sometimes when you have a big task at hand, only do small chunks at a time or chunk it out? In this case, you want to do that in terms of who you're fighting and how you're going to do, and how you're going about this. Because I'm about to enter a point at which I feel like I could technically snowball, get a few more territories per turn, and so forth. The only thing holding me back really is my is really my happiness, but and you either have to snowball a lot, but you can't, or not at all, and you'll fall behind. But you cannot snowball a little. You don't get that in this game because of how much money you'd have to spend on increasing happiness, or in this case, get to a point where you could be okay with running elections for this. So, in this case, I'm going to just distribute money for the sake of happiness. But then I'm gonna actually, like, declare war on some of these smaller nations, so... This is the part where I start to snowball a lot. Alright. I'm actually gonna save some of this money for later. Alright. Plan of action. Wipe this faction off the map. Back with as many as we can afford. Yeah, mountains are there, so this territory cannot attack us directly. Oh, I just realized they have more than that. I thought I was attacking here. I must have misclicked or something. Anyway, put in all of the actions we'd like to take. And we should be able to be in a position where we get a better snowball. Alright, well. Okay, we got this. We can attack from multiple areas here. We got this here. Now to complete this, I want to get... Actually, I want to do something... Oh, that's as much as they'll let me get. Put all of that, except for 100 there. And that's going to be our new naval fleet on that side. How much is for that? Nope, don't want to do that. Alright. Okay. Great challenge. Now, not only that, but this is the point I like, because not only will it make me go to war with everyone, but everyone who agrees with this will also go to war with each other. Essentially creating a world war here. But what it does, more importantly, is it allows other nations that I could attack to be weakened by other attacking foes. Seeing as I'm the biggest nation right now, I can be the one that could afford to actually play a game of war of attrition against a lot of these nations and still win if I were to go that route. And seeing as I think that would be very highly possible for me to actually get my victory in combat multiple times through this, I'm gonna see what happens. Now, I know they're gonna go to war with me because they just increased their number of troops there, but I can play that too. Increase that there. Definitely need to increase our population. Holy crap. Alright. I actually want to send, 200 there. Go here. Alright. So hopefully by now... I can get what I want. Death and destruction. Now that I'm moving my troops into position, I have got what I need to go here Okay. Another key thing is that having this territory here, I could launch attacks from this territory to, like, about 5 to 6 territories, which is good. Because that one was a high population territory. And because of that, I was able to make use of it. Alright. Now some of these nations started wishing that they didn't actually agree to this, but you know, they will suffer for their cowardly actions anyway, so... We'll move this to the border because, well... we need to. Holy crap, look at that. 270. Alright. Well, we can surprise them here. And make use of this. Actually gonna go up here and attack that. That will be like sort of like our lookout area. We'll be able to see what goes on there. Okay, spending money to increase happiness was worth it. So that there, apparently I will get that island. I thought someone would colonize it first, before I expanded this far, but apparently not. Okay. So, I wasn't expecting them to reinforce it by that much, but they did reinforce it. So now what I have to do is buy troops here rather than the territory it's on, because I can't buy enough troops for that. Put that there. What I'm gonna have to do now is... Actually, I misclicked. I just realized what I did. Yep, put that there. And then spend all the rest here. Move that there. Send 200 there. Okay, we're not at war with these people, so I can afford to have no troops on the border, but I can move them there, so it's not a big deal. Alright. Oh, they took that territory before I could, you know, attack it. Kind of annoying. I'll move up there and attack then. Assuming that's why my naval fleet didn't move to begin with. Okay. Ooh! This is good. We know where their location is. Or their leader. Put that there. This is like our only base up here, so... Our only stronghold that we have, so I'm gonna set down defenses, fortify. You just wanna... Sometimes if you just want visionary and you know that you can, like, take out one territory from an enemy that you're at war with, and know that they'll be... or near them, but you know you could easily get pushed back, you always want to put up a defense. Like, you may not be able to just set... Especially if you have low population in the territory you take over, because then you can't just buy 1,000 troops to defend it if you need to. Alright. So, the reason I'm attacking this is because if I attack both these areas, I will get their leader no matter what. Because if they attack it, if we attack here, we'll get their leader, but if they also move it here, we'll get their leader either way. Can't retreat here because they don't actually own that. And we just gained a whole lot of territory. Now, at the moment, we're not quite necessarily at war with some of these people. And I do realize that. But I think the fact that we can get this much territory in a way like this is actually going to be beneficial for us. Okay. So next turn, rather than declare war on Nikita, I think is how you say it, I'm not sure. Alright. It's only gonna cost me 12% happiness, so... Probably just get that back anyway. That was one of our main strongholds, but the population of that city went down when we bought a lot of troops. I think you can only buy like about 10% of whatever amount of troops you have in there. Have in said territory at the time. So I got that. Ooh, I can attack 2 territories from here. So move here. Okay. So my domination strategy now that I got this, is pretty much finish off this whole island here. And then move on to the other one. Started off with early game outnumber at the point of attack. Then moved on to more so overpowering at the point of attack. And then we had to transition to playing a game of War of Attrition, which we will pretty much use to finish out the rest of the battle. This war. Okay. These people have not declared war on us. Can I hold another election? Actually, why don't we do recognition? No, because that means, No, I actually don't want that. I want Great Challenge. Never mind, sorry. Alright. Let's see here. Totally worth. Alright, let's see. Oh, I can't even access the water from here because of the... I just realized that because of all that. I'm so shocked no one has tried to colonize these areas and make use of resources. And make use of the money they get from taxing those people there. At this point, I can afford to actually declare war on this person, and now I'm at war with everyone else. So at this point, I don't really need to do any of the great challenge or recognition whatsoever. Now at this point, I can snowball so hard on these people, it'll be impossible for them to stop me. Boom. Got more territory. Now my next objective here. Is to take out as many leaders as I can. Right now I'm in the position to attack two. Whether or not they'll move this one, I don't know, but I definitely know they can't move this one without attacking my troops. So the fact that I can attack and defend any place that he can go to for his leader means that I'm in a great position, actually. Now, typically, I'm not a fan of starting as a nation on this island. On my previous one I did, and that's usually because it was owned by one person, but you have low population to the point where you need hire 100 army troops to defend an area, and you wouldn't be able to do it because you just don't have the population for it. Okay, they defended that very well. I didn't feel like actually... I wasn't sure if actually spending more on a naval force was necessary or not. Alright. Let's attack. Oh, that's a smart idea. You try to make a naval fleet, and I right on the territory that I did, and they just got annihilated. Which is why, when you're making naval fleets, unless you know you can make a bigger one than them, don't try and build it on, like, a territory here. If I was them, I'd build it here or here. We might not be able to see it here, and you could technically, theoretically, surprise someone with it, but at the same time, building on the same one, you just destroyed the naval fleet before it can even allow you to do anything. Now if we look up here, this is where it all goes down. You've gotten to the point now, if you've snowballed this hard, from the mid-game, overpower at the point of attack to snowballing with the war of attrition tactic that I've used, that you can theoretically move this here, but I'm gonna play it smart. And go here. Now if they retreat onto the water, I will know. I have 4 different naval fleets that will chase them down if they try and move their leader. Alright. And that is game. I prevailed and won the game. Congratulations on your victory. Now, the way that I had to transition this would be the way I transitioned from early game to late game in this scenario was very easy for me to do. But if I was attacked on all sides in the early game, that would have been most devastating. So, pretty much throughout the early game, I like the fact that I was able to do this. Now, actually, if I go back here, I had a 38% ratio of kills versus my losses. Now, this isn't necessarily good. And when you're looking at a victory, like, oh, I lost more troops, but in the late game, when you want to snowball and get all of that, because when there's like 5 people left and you're the biggest one, they're going to try and pull attacks against you. The only really thing they have is they don't quite have the numbers advantage on you, but they do have the action points, which could effectively be better in a sense if they want to sneak around and go down, say, somewhere down here where I have less defended territories when I started out early. But, you know, I could have made naval fleets and I would have seen that, or if they drove anywhere near the islands. But at the same time, I knew that if I snowballed fast and fast, the faster I did, the more likely I would win. So, without further ado, I guess I'll end off this strategy guide here. Hope you guys enjoyed watching. If you did, taking the time to leave any comments, questions, or feedback for me in the comment section down below would be highly appreciated. If there are more official scenarios I haven't done yet that you want me to do, I will do the viewer suggested ones in the comment section rather than the random order in which I'm doing it now. So feel free to leave those in there as well. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.